Good day to all. So, today we are going to discuss a beautiful small poem named Sailing, written by Elizabeth Robel. So, this is a very short poem, very easy to understand at the same time. The poem tells us about the joy of sailing and enjoying the beauty of nature. It shows how the wind and water help a sailor travel and explore the world. So, we can read line by line. The wind is blowing just fast enough to guide a sailboat without the waves being rough. Setting up the sails to blow in the wind, watching as the shoreline disappears again. When the water is a gate, there is only one place to be. When the wind is a compass, there is so much to see. Let's look to the line by line explanation. The wind is blowing just fast enough to guide a sailboat without the waves being rough. The wind is blowing at the right speed. Okay, now the wind, a sailor is saying that, the poet, the speaker is saying that the wind is blowing at the right speed. It is strong enough to move the sailboat. Okay, we can see in the picture there is a boy in the sailboat. This is the sailboat. Okay, and the wind is with the right speed, so that
it is enough to move the sailboat, but not so strong that it makes big rough waves. Because to guide a sailboat without the waves being rough
means it is not that much strong. The wind is not that much strong, which makes the big rough waves. Okay, the wind is not that much strong. This makes the sailing safe and enjoyable at the same time. The right kind of wind will helps the sailboat to move in a smooth way. Setting up the sails to blow in the wind, watching as the shoreline disappears again. So here the sailor opens the sails. What do you mean by a sail? This one, the large white cloth. Okay, the large cloth attached to the mast of a boat that catches the wind and pushes the boat, helping it sail. We know that. Here, this is the sails. So the sailor opens the sails so the wind can push the boat forward. As the boat moves farther away, the shoreline, which means the seashore, slowly disappear from the view, watching as the shoreline disappears again. So as the sailboat is moving in the water, the shoreline disappear. When the water is gate, there is only one place to be. When the wind is a compass, there is so much to see. So the poet says that when you are sailing, the water leads your journey. Okay, the water leads your journey and you only have to see the water, the sea. That is the only one place to be means. Okay, the water only you can see when the water is a gate. At the same time, when the wind shows you, when the wind acts as a compass. What do you mean by a compass? We know that for the travelers use the compass to know the direction, right? In which part there will be south, north, east, west. The compass will show us the right direction. So the wind is a compass. The wind acts as a compass. There is so much to see, which means the sailing lets you explore many beautiful places and enjoy the beautiful nature. So according to the wind direction, when the wind acts as a gate, we will able to see lots of places. We will able to explore the many beautiful places. Okay, so the poem overall tell us about the joy of sailing and enjoying the beauty of nature. Okay, it shows how the wind and water help a sailor travel and explore the world. So when we are looking at the summary of the poem, we could say that sailing is about the joy of exploring and the beauty of nature a person comes across during a sailing adventure. So the poet describes the experience of traveling across the sea on a sailboat, and there is a sense of excitement and freedom of sailing where the wind fills the sails and guides the boat over the water. The poet uses vivid imagery to paint a picture of the sea with its waves and the vast sky. The journey is both thrilling and peaceful at the same time as the boat moves gracefully through the ocean. So it's a very short poem with a good lesson. I hope you understood the poem, and if you have any doubts regarding this chapter, please feel free to ask. Okay.